Okay, welcome back to the Professor Attorney channel. The Layton part of it. We just made it to Clark's house and we were talking to him about Luke. And then he was telling us about this specter that Luke can foresee. And yeah, but we're on chapter 2, The Boy Who Foretold Disaster. Okay, let's talk to Clark here. Luke's room is upstairs. Good luck. You're going to need it. Let's just look for a mirror reflects, but sometimes it can also complicate the problem. Like, take this puzzle, for example. A puzzle right off the bat, and it's puzzle number 8. It's all too easy to get lost in this big dusty hall. There are 14 mirrors set out. They're in some sort of strange arrangement here. Try to find a way out, but your only clues are a small arrow that on the floor and the laser pointer bearing the words exit indicated by a larger arrow. Which door is the exit? Let's see. That one bounces off that one. Which would bounce off that one. Which I think could bounce off that one. And that one would bounce off that one. I think. Like that. That. And boom. This one.
I'll handle this one, Professor.
And there we go.
It was no problem.
No problem at all. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that puzzle. The beam from the larger laser pointer creates a really large arrow that points to B. That must be the exit. I'm very impressed, Emmy. Is that I've proven myself worthy enough to be your assistant? But of course, I've never doubted your abilities, Emmy. Let's just look around Clark's study to see if we can find any more hint coins. Yeah, I know. There's another hidden coin. And there's another. Wait, and that makes 3. Let's go to, actually, let's solve that puzzle I left, right. Do you have a puzzle? No, you don't. Okay. Is this supposed to behave typical for Luke? Oh no, he's usually quite lively. He's such a good little boy. If you ask me, it's because his mother has been gone for too long. It's hard on a child, you know. He's quite mature for his age, but a rather sensitive boy. Herschel, you should know. Where's Luke's room? Upstairs, at the end of the hall. Thank you. I guess this is Clark's office. I don't think that this is Luke's room. It appears to be Clark's study. Clark seems to be a tidy fellow. He's always very organized. I could learn a few things from him, according to Rosa. Let's see if there's any coins around here anyway. Yep, there's a coin. You guys can pause to read what they say in here. There you go. There, that makes 3. One thing I remember about this puzzle coming up is that you don't do anything.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Perhaps. Luke, my name is Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment?
Certainly, but first, you'll have to solve my door puzzle.
Your door puzzle? I see. Luke means to test our metal with a puzzle.
That's so cute, Professor. Let's do it.
So we shall.
Yeah, this is one thing I remember about this puzzle. If you if you're truly the esteemed Professor Layton, then solve this puzzle. It should be no problem. You have 15 seconds to perform a specific action in front of the door. Professor! Hey, Professor! No. I don't worry, I'm gonna work on my Luke voice. Just a second, young one. How are we to know exactly what we are supposed to do? You may search the area outside my door as much as you like. Professor? And when we are ready to perform this action, whatever it may be, we should let you know? Correct, but I'll tell you now, you cannot do anything to solve this puzzle. Just don't do anything. That's basically what you do. Nothing. Clear your mind and think of absolutely nothing. We're ready, Luke. You know what you have to do. I believe so, yes. Professor, are you so sure? Then let's begin. Stand in front of the door. Remember, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Yep, that's pretty much how you solve it. Yep, there you go. That is what you had to do! I'm sorry for my really bad Luke voice. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. You can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Or in other words, to solve the puzzle, you can't do anything. Nothing was the thing we had to do to solve this riddle. An interesting puzzle, Luke. So even from inside his room, you could hear if you did something. Now, Luke, are you convinced that we are who we say we are? Luke, will you open the door? Just give me a moment, Professor. As I promised. And the cutscene. Nice.
Clever puzzle, Luke. Your letter. I thought you might want it back.
Professor, you think Luke wrote the letter?
Clark was never a fan of typed correspondence. He always wrote his letters out in longhand. Moreover, only someone very close to Clark would know about our past together. This someone would know I could never ignore a friend in need.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Is this true, Luke? How could you do something like this? What were you thinking? Were you even thinking at all? Here now. Don't you turn your back on me again.
I know they already made a movie, but it would be awesome if they made a Professor Layton anime series.
He's been so withdrawn since the appearance of the specter, I don't know what else.
Very soon, the world will end.
It's the end of the world as we know it. End of the world? What do you mean by that? Oh, I dropped my stylus. Sorry. I meant what I just said. Luke, you can't say something like that and not elaborate. He just won't open up anymore. He wasn't always like this. When he does speak, it's only to say something inscrutable, as he saw. Prophecies. Absurd. Prophecies. What is that face you're making, Clark? That face. It's all my fault. What are you talking about, Clark? I'm sorry. His mouth looks kind of weird, I'm sorry. I have a urgent business I must attend to in my study. We can discuss this later. Luke, Mr. Layton is a close friend. Please talk to him. Perhaps you can even help him. Thank you, Herschel. I'm afraid that's all the time Mr. Luke has to retire. Yeah. Or is it his bedtime, in other words? What? Now? We're right in the middle of something. It's still light out. Nevertheless, it's bedtime. I forgot what advice I gave Doland. If I may, Doland, I like to ask Luke just one more thing. Luke, though the town has been repeatedly attacked by the specter, nobody's been injured. It seems that an oracle alerts the townspeople about which areas to evacuate from. Excuse me. Luke, I believe that you are this oracle. Am I correct? What? Absurd. Luke, I must ask you a very important question. Do you know when the specter will appear next? Master Luke will not stand for such balderdash. Please leave at once. Tonight. The specter will appear tonight. But how do you know that? Tonight. If you want, I can also show you where it will appear next. I would like that very much, Luke. Master Luke, this joke is in poor taste. Please don't tell my father about this, Doland. Master Luke, are you certain this is okay? Yes, Doland. Did you tell the townspeople? Did you tell them before? Did you